I've been an artist, started TikTok, posting clips. Obviously, as an artist, you need a job too. First video I ever made, just showing the coffee table, it just blew up. By the end of that month, I had
Yeah.
already made $10,000. I just went live one day. I got like 1,000 people in my live, and I was like making like hundreds of cells from the music background. I just
For
mix like
sure.
my cells with the freestyle now when I press
Uh,
record. As long as I just keep posting stuff, something from a month or two will pop off. Watch other people who are successful and take inspiration from that. So if something's working, double, triple down on it. Try to replicate what works.
what's your lifetime GMV generated?
Around like 4 million?
All right. Hey, everyone. Welcome to TikTok Shop Affiliate Academy, a podcast that uncovers the story and strategy from the top 1% of TikTok Shop affiliates. Don't forget to join our free community at affiliateacademyhq.com. I'm your host, Ivan. We have a very special guest today. How you doing, man?
Hey, I'm good. Just living life. Got back from vacation. So, yeah.
Cool. All right. Kyle, you can find him at 423 Kid K. That's his
Yeah.
TikTok handle, and he's doing amazingly well. He's a music artist that signs and or that sorry, that sings and raps. He's passionate about working out as well. Specializes in both shoppable content and live content. So I'll pick his brain a little bit about both. And then this is the kicker: 3.9 million in lifetime GMV. So he's totally kicking butt on TikTok Shop, and I love it. I'm here to find out why. So welcome to the show, Kyle.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate you for inviting me.
Yeah,
Yep.
you got it. Cool. As we always like to start off the show, who is Kyle? What was he doing before TikTok? TikTok Shop came about. Like, what were you doing? I know you're a little bit into music and stuff, but yeah, talk me through, what Kyle was doing before TikTok came about.
Yeah, I've been an artist for a long time since like right out of high school. And yeah, started TikTok, posting clips,
Okay.
doing stuff like that on TikTok. And
Yeah.
yeah, just kind of built up my page like that.
Got
And
it.
I mean, obviously, as an artist, you need a job too, because it's hard to make it in the music industry sometimes.
Yeah.
And I've done a lot of sales type jobs and stuff like that. So,
Okay, cool. Well, let's start with the TikTok. So you're an artist, and your TikTok, I'm guessing, was created for your career, right? To be, you're pushing you're posting your clips and maybe a little bit about your journey, different shows, etc. Is that correct? And that's how you're building
yeah,
your TikTok. Okay, cool.
exactly. Yeah.
Nice, nice. And then talk to me a little bit. This is I find it super important and interesting, but sales jobs. You said you've had other sales jobs, and I found that successful TikTok shop creators have some kind of sales marketing experience. So yeah, talk to me a little bit about that. What were you doing in sales before TikTok?
Yeah, so I've done a lot of sales type of jobs. It started off with carpet cleaning.
Yeah.
It was probably my first one. I would go to people's houses and measure their carpet and then sell them on the square footage.
Yeah.
And then I also did like high ticket sales in
Wow.
Las
Okay.
Vegas, where you sell show tickets and stuff like that on the strip.
Nice. Okay.
And I've worked at GNC selling supplements as
Yeah, that
well.
sounds like a lot of sales experience, right? And at that moment in time, you probably didn't think of it, but all those every sale, every no, every yes kind of turned into what you got going on, what's working for you right now, selling on TikTok shop, right?
Oh, for sure. And I would say the best sales job that I had actually that tied in with this, it
Yep.
was a photography job that I had. You would take pictures and videos of people at, like at restaurants, and then you
Yeah.
would sell them the pictures.
Yeah,
So,
I've definitely ran into that service before, and that's the hard part
yeah,
because it comes out of nowhere, right? Like, as a couple or whatever, as a patron of the restaurant you're eating, and all of a sudden someone kinda comes and take your picture. You don't really know why, but there's now a sale to happen, like, "Hey, buy this picture if you really want it," and you're selling them on, like, the occasion and something unexpected, right?
yeah, for sure. It definitely teaches you about sales and not to give up because you get a lot of no's.
Okay, cool. Talk to me a little bit more about that. What type of characteristics do you take from your previous sales jobs onto TikTok Shop? Is there any kind of commonalities or threads that you bring on to as you're making those videos?
Honestly, It's a lot different, like, in
Okay.
person compared to, like, online,
Yeah.
but it teaches you how to, like, talk to people,
Okay,
you
yeah,
know?
exactly. The language that you use, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Cool. You mentioned here you're in shoppable videos and in lives. Those are, you focus on both, which is relatively rare, I guess. But what percentage, I guess, GMV wise, would you say in the last 30 days between the two? Is it like 50-50, or what do you
Oh,
think?
definitely, like, probably, like, 80% videos,
Yep.
20% lives. I've been focusing more on videos recently. I've kinda
Yeah.
taken a step back from lives because I don't really like to do it as much.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, looking at your profile, there's something that's working for you for your for your shoppable videos, right? You're getting multiple dozens and dozens of videos in the multi-million view range, right? So I think part of that is like testing what's working for you and kind of following down that road, right? So yeah,
For
definitely, I
sure.
agree. Okay, so using TikTok for your kind of music journey, music career, how'd you stumble upon TikTok Shop? What happened? Like, how'd you find out about it, and then how'd you make those first videos?
Yeah, honestly, I don't remember the dude's name, but I came across a video on TikTok.
Yeah,
It was, like, a long time ago, probably when it first started, and this dude was saying that he made, like, thousands in commission,
yeah,
and I was like, "Dang, that sounds crazy." So I signed up for TikTok Shop after that, and then
uh-huh,
just let it, sit there, and I didn't do anything, and then, I moved into a new apartment, and I got a bunch of furniture off of TikTok Shop that I
okay,
paid for myself. It wasn't free samples or anything,
yeah,
and it was, like, such a good price, and like, months went by after I did that, and I was like, "Hey, I mean, I might as well give this a shot." My girl was at work, and I was off for the day, and it was, like, just a coffee table that I had.
yeah,
First video I ever made, and I made a video very simple, just showing the coffee table, limited, very little editing as well, and it just blew up, the first video I ever did.
okay, that's like lightning in a bottle, hitting the lottery, all those superlatives. But is it the one that you
Yeah.
shared with me? The
Yeah, so
Oh
this
my goodness, I didn't know it was your
yeah,
very first video. So just to give some people some background, it's got 16 million views on it.
yeah,
So viral, very first video posted. I don't even okay. And we're gonna review that video later on. Okay, so you
for sure.
you know made that first video. Your girl was away. You happen to have you applied for TikTok Shop creator affiliate kind of status. You got it, and you made that first video, and it kind of went viral. That's amazing, man. Um, so yeah, what was your first thought, man? That's got to be crazy. You posted that video with, I assume, the lowest of expectations because it's your first video, and then all of a sudden you
Oh, yeah.
started to see the views go up. Yeah, talk me through that moment. Like,
Yeah.
what were you thinking when you started to see those numbers?
It was, like, almost instant, so I made the
Wow.
video, didn't think anything of it, I was just like, "If I could make the money back from what I spent, that'd be great, if not, it's whatever."
All right.
I wasn't even gonna make another video, to be honest.
Wow. So if you didn't hit this video, you probably would never see the success that you've had today.
Honestly, probably not
Maybe,
because
maybe not.
yeah, I never, like, really thought that the online money like this was real,
Yeah.
I would've never even thought of it, but yeah, I just made the video, I exited out of the app, and then went back on, like, a few hours later, and it was, like, at, like, 20,000 views and, like, 30 something sells, and I
Wow.
was, like, freaking out, I was like, "There's no way,"
Yeah.
and I was sending screenshots to my girl,
Yeah.
and she was like, "What the heck?" And,
Wow.
yeah, it was wild,
So
honestly.
this was I'm looking at the video, it says, March 2024, so relatively the beginning stages. I mean,
Yeah.
still, okay. What was the numbers behind it? Like, what was the cost, like, what was the price of the table, and what was the commission that you got?
So, at the time, the commission was, like, $6 per sell.
Okay,
And I wanna say the table was, like, $50 then? It was, like,
okay,
either 45 or 50.
nice. And then do you let's call it in that first week or first month, how many sales did you get? Like that first video, it's viral. Like, how do you know like what you were thinking? You're probably feeling on top of the world. Like,
Yeah, so I started on, March 29th,
uh-huh.
and by the end of that month, which was, like, a couple of days, few days, I had already
Yeah.
made $10,000.
Right. Then that's GMV.
No,
Or
in
that commission?
commissions.
No
Yeah,
crap.
commissions.
Okay,
Yeah,
so a couple of days, first video,
yeah.
$10,000 in commissions. That's amazing, man. You must have done something right in a different lifetime, man. That's amazing. Things
Yeah, it
happen
was
for a reason, but
yeah,
that's
it was definitely, I wanna say luck, but also, like, all my skills,
yep,
with, like,
100%.
content and sales, I feel like and photography and videography,
Yeah.
it just tied in at the perfect time.
Yeah, I noticed that too. When we watch the video, it's not like a normal person's first video. You definitely work on the angles and know what to say about the product and convincing, right? So yeah, I know you
Sure.
did. You definitely did it work. It doesn't look like a kind of a fluke. It's definitely quality. So I'll give that to
I
you for sure.
appreciate that, for
Yeah,
sure.
nice. Okay, so that's hard. That's actually impossible to follow up, right? It's your number one video today, right? So you obviously
Yeah.
didn't get to that point, but like talk me through those next videos. Like, were you ready to make new videos? Did you make a video right away? Like, what did the follow up to that video look like?
Yeah, well, like, after I made that video, of course, you're gonna have a bunch of, like, shops reaching out, sending you stuff, so I was
Yeah.
just accepting literally everything,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna make a viral video each time,"
Yeah, because that's all you
and
know, right?
yeah, I was like, "Whoa, that's all I have to do," and little did I know, I was just throwing stuff at the wall, hoping it sticks,
Yeah.
and then,
Did it?
some of it, did, and then some of it didn't, but,
No.
um, yeah,
Okay.
luckily, I got better over time, so
Yeah. Was there ever a moment where okay, you said luckily it did, luckily it didn't. Was there a longer moment of time where it didn't stick and you're just like, "Man, I'm posting all these videos and I'm getting crickets." Like, talk me through that, like, with any roadblocks, speed bumps that you're seeing?
honestly, no,
Yeah.
because once I seen that first money,
Yeah.
I was like nonstop. I was posting, posting, posting. And
Yep.
then I feel like my output is the reason why I'm at where I'm at
Where you're at.
today.
What is your output? What was your output back then when you first started, and then how did it change into what it is today? What do you shoot for?
Shoot, honestly, I was just posting as much as I possibly could.
Mhm.
And then there was like a month into it where I forgot that I already had like this 9 drawer dresser from the same
Okay.
company.
Okay.
And I just went live one day and I was like, I'm gonna see what happens. And I got like 1,000 people in my live, and I was like making like hundreds of sales, like 30 minutes. And I was like, what in the heck, dude? So I
Yep.
stuck with that for a while, and then it eventually died out because the competition, when you go live and then everybody sees you going live and you're
Yeah.
killing it with something, a bunch of people start doing it, which is totally cool.
Yep.
Why wouldn't you do what works? But yeah, and then I just reverted back to videos and I just kind of flip flop since then.
Okay. So, if I may, when you get like rough spells in the video making space, you kind of go back to lives and see how that works for you, and kind of vice versa, right?
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
cool. That's cool. One thing I noticed about you is obviously being a musical background, but your attention to detail as far as like video and audio, right? When you first got on the call with me, you're like, "Hey, I have this mic that I'm wearing. How's the sound?" Right? And I can already tell by your background, it's like a very catered background. You definitely have it framed out for a reason, right? So it's like you
Sure.
have all these things that you're doing that translate into video. It's kind of like second nature to you. That's pretty cool. That's something I'm picking up as I'm, I'm speaking with you. Cool.
I
Um,
appreciate it.
yeah. Okay, so it sounds okay. So the answer to your question of like, hey, what do you do in those down moments? That you kind of switch up between lives and making videos. Anything else that you do during those down moments of like, hey, I'm not getting the performance that I expected or anything like that?
Yeah, I just keep trying new things.
Yeah.
Keep trying new things. I found the most success, is just stuff that you like the average person needs.
Okay. So
I
it's
don't I didn't
product base.
yeah, like,
Okay.
I've tried like the fancy stuff. I've tried, the different gadgets and stuff, but like what does the average person need in their home?
Okay. Okay. So
Like
you take a look at the product to see if it fits, quote unquote, the average person and kind of sell to that person.
yeah, exactly,
Okay. I like
like
that. I like that. All right. Talk to me about like your video making process, right? And your script development, how you go about that, right? So I guess let's start with hooks. Are there any like hooks that you fall back on recently that you know are working for you? Any must-haves around hooks?
Honestly, I'm not really like the hook kind of guy. I kind of
Okay.
just like start filming and just let whatever flows out.
Okay. How do
Yeah.
you establish like what flows out? I mean, I know it's second nature to you. Maybe like your sales experience helps a lot, but like mentally before you press record, do you already have an idea of what you're gonna say, or how is it just you just fall back on instincts? Like, how do you make that words? How do you make those words come out of your mouth?
Honestly, like from the music background, I
Yeah,
did like rapping and stuff,
yeah,
and me and my
yeah,
friends would sit around for hours and just freestyle
yeah.
like
Freestyle.
lyrics,
Okay,
and it I think that really helped. And I just mix like
sure.
my cells with the freestyle now when I press
Uh,
record, and it just
yeah,
comes out.
you gotta be quick. Like that's the epitome of being quick on your feet. Like you have nowhere to go if you're freestyle rapping. All of a sudden, the lights are on you, and you have to say something, or else you look, like a fool, right? You want to make sure
Yeah.
that you're there. Cool. Okay. So hooks, you don't really have one. You don't have a strategy per se, but you kind of fall back on your kind of quick thinking from your musical background, rapping, etc. What about like your video output? How many videos a day or a week do you aim for?
Yeah. So I usually do at least 5, but here
Okay.
recently I've been trying to do at least like 10 to 15.
Okay. How's that transition been? Is it been positive, negative?
Um, Here recently the views have been kind of low.
Hmm.
I'm not sure why, but it just fluctuates.
Yeah, you just gotta put the output there.
Yeah, as long as I just keep posting stuff, something from a month or two earlier will pop off or
Yeah.
yeah.
When you're making your videos, do you have someone in mind that you're speaking to? Do you have a visual, or who are you talking to when you have some when you're kind of making those videos?
Shoot, who am I talking to?
Yeah. You selling
I
to
don't
anyone, or is it like your normal customer at the mall or something, or one of your or you pretend like you're
yeah.
speaking to anyone? Okay.
I feel like I'm just like talking, being myself. I'm not trying to
Yep.
like talk to anyone specifically. I'm just being me and just hitting
Beanie.
record and talking.
Okay, very cool.
Yeah.
Um, so like, yeah, it still amazes me. I think you're the only person where their very first video went viral, and I'm not talking just like tens of thousands, trying to like multi tens of millions of views. So gotta adjust my questions accordingly, right? Because you had that success right away.
Yeah.
Um, what are some like pretty cool, like you had success very early. What are some pretty cool like brand opportunities that have come about for you? Anything in particular, or you kind of just taking it easy, seeing what comes by?
Yeah, so here recently, there's a big showroom full of furniture here in Las Vegas.
Okay.
It's like called the Las Vegas Market Center, and
Okay.
they have this brand called Furniture of America,
Yeah.
and they invited me in, and they just let me take videos of their furniture and stuff, and I can
Yeah.
just do voiceovers. Pretty cool.
Nice. Nice. So you get kind of like inside look into all that.
Yeah,
Nice.
it's pretty cool.
Okay. I guess when you make it like you're also a veteran of the game. You started kind of very early. What are some differences that you notice from then, right? And then
Mhm.
now? Because you're still killing it, you're still killing it and at that high clip. But any changes or adapting that you had to do or finding that you have to do between the
Oh,
beginning and now?
oh, for sure. Like in
Yeah.
the
Go for it.
beginning, it was so new, and I think
Yeah.
just very few people were doing it. That any little thing that you put out there, it could be like not that good.
Yeah.
It could basically be crap,
Yep.
and it would do numbers just because people are like, "Wow, I can buy stuff through a video." And obviously, more people have joined, and the competition has gotten way higher. So you have
Yep.
to get better. You can't just throw stuff out there anymore without structuring it and
Yeah.
putting your more effort in. Essentially,
Yeah, talk to me about you said you have to get better. Like, what do you mean by that? How do you mean getting better? Like better scripts, better videos, better editing? What's better to you?
for me, it's better camera quality, better audio. Like recently, I've been using this thing. I used to just
Yep.
speak into the phone, Now
Okay.
I try to use this as much as I can.
Yeah.
Definitely, I test little hooks here and there. I'll try to think of stuff on the spot. Um, Obviously, sometimes you can watch other people who are successful as well
Yep.
and take inspiration from that.
Yeah.
And
But just like you get a little bit better every day, right? Like try something new,
yeah,
get better, like not
yeah,
just do what you've been.
yeah. It's
Cool.
like working out. The more you work out, the better you're gonna get, or the more you
Mhm.
practice singing or anything in life, the better you get. So repetition over time, you just get
Okay.
better naturally.
Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so now we're approaching the next part of our show here, where I'm going to review your that video that we talked about earlier, which is the table. So this is your very first video. I think we said it had
Yeah,
16 million views, 18 million views, something like that. And I'm going to press play, and then we'll be on our way.
for sure.
Has a so TikTok Shop has a crazy deal going on right now. For less than $60, you can get this amazing coffee table right here. Not only is it a regular coffee table, but watch this. It also has a lift so that way you can do work while you're sitting on the couch. I like to mix music a lot and do stuff like that, so this is perfect. Also, my girl loves to paint and do things like that. We can store all her stuff in here. It's got storage. Haven't used that yet. It's got another one here. You got to grab it right now. You don't know how long it's going to be less than $60. So TikTok Shop has a
Cool. I love it. So simple. Showed all the features. I think you even had like CT. Like this is your first video, but you could have fooled me for sure, right? You have your call to action, like get it. I don't know how long it's going to be at this price. So yeah, like you said before, you fell back on a lot of things that worked for you, right? So yeah, go ahead and talk to me through the video, like what you thought.
I mean, looking at it now,
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa, that's like not even good. Because
Okay.
I've over a year of experience doing it now. I'm just
Yeah.
like, if I put that out now, I feel like that wouldn't even do anything, to
Yeah.
be
Yeah.
totally honest. But
Yeah.
I just think that I got in at the right time,
Yep.
and just the sales experience and everything just kind of tied in.
Yeah, I feel fortunate as well, right? We were talking, I had Amazon experience and then I went to Go Pure Beauty and, saw firsthand how TikTok was back then, right? I know new brands today have it 10 times harder than it was back in the day. Cause like you said, you put a video and it probably, it's more likely to pop versus, today, right? When you have a lot more competition. Same thing with brands, a lot more brands, a lot more videos on different brands, right? So definitely a product of time, but hey, here you are now. But I think, I wanna I that is sings a lot of truth, but also like you're still killing it today, right? So there's something that you're
That's
doing
true.
today, that's, I've seen people kinda come and go, but you're persistent and consistent, so I'll give you that too. Cool.
Appreciate that.
Yeah, man, yeah, man. All right. So what do we got here? Let's approach the rapid fire round of questions. But as we
Sure.
said earlier, what's your lifetime GMV generated?
So around like 4 million, I would say.
Nice. That's a
Yeah.
monstrous number. I don't know if that's the biggest on this podcast. That might be. But at least top three for sure. So
Oh,
killing
that's
it.
what's up.
What are you have you spoiled yourself? Anything cool that you're able to buy with that or just kind of stowing it away?
You know, I got a car, nothing special.
Yeah.
I'm trying to like kind of save the money
Yep. You
and
never know, right?
yeah, for sure. But yeah, I haven't really spoiled myself that much. I mean, I've taken a few trips, but
Yep.
even those trips, I'm trying to be smart and write those off.
Yeah, work related, making videos. Very cool. Cool. Yeah, I love it. What is one piece of advice that you wish you had when you first started?
So if something's working,
Uh-huh.
double, triple down on it.
I
Like
love
that
that one.
coffee table, like it was blowing up, and at the time I just was watching it. I was like, wow, whoa, this is
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
I should have made like 50 to 100 videos on that thing and just pumped it out. I would have
Yeah.
probably made like hundreds of thousands of dollars if
Yeah.
I would have kept doing that.
Is that your current strategy right now? It's kind of like a wide shotgun approach. And then if something's popping, just make more of that. Is that correct? Or is that okay?
Yeah, if something's working, I try to double down. I still need to work on it because I love promoting new stuff.
Yep,
But
for
yeah,
sure.
it's still something that I need to work on to this day.
Okay, but that's how you would do it, right? Make more videos, or is it like reply videos, or is it like how do you make more of that? Is it trying to replicate it exactly? Like how do you make more of that? Same.
Yeah, definitely try to replicate what works. Like
Okay.
take that video, take the same script, everything you did, just
Yep.
emulate it as many times as you can.
Yeah.
That's
Have
what I
you
would
done
do.
have you done it and it worked?
Yeah, I've done it for dressers,
Yep.
and stuff. I've done some reply videos, but the reply videos don't always hit for me
Okay.
like other people. So,
I love it. I love it. Okay. On the other side of the spectrum, what is one area that you can improve on? You're killing it already. Definitely giving you kudos there, but how can you be better?
so I'm more of like a faceless creator. Like
I
I'll show
noticed.
the product and talk about it.
Yep.
Um, I've seen a lot of creators have even more success if they include their self, like their face and stuff like
Hmm.
that. Something I'm trying to work on.
Okay. Um, at what point? So you've been here over a year, year and a half now on TikTok Shop. You're faceless to start. When did you start integrating your face? Like, was the majority of your journey so far faceless, and just recently you started to include your face? But when did you do that?
So I'll include it like every now and again.
Okay, whenever.
You know, yeah,
Yeah.
just when I'm feeling like it, but the majority of the time I'll just like videotape the product, because at
Yeah.
the end of the day, a lot of people they'll just show their face the whole time and it's
Uh-huh.
like it's more about the product,
Yeah.
the people want to buy the product. I mean,
Yeah.
obviously, I guess if you're like super duper attractive or something, people
Yeah.
will, buy the product based off that. I don't know, but
Yeah. Like the Kim K's of the world.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
Okay. So you said you want the way to improve was to show your face. I agree a little bit more, at least test it out. But has there been a reason why you think that worked? Does it do the videos that show your face sell more, and that's why you want to do it? Or like, what's the reason why you think, or is it just like something that you have always wanted to do because you've been faceless? Like, why go that route? Is something you want to test, or
just stepping out of my comfort zone. I feel
yeah,
like, I'm just so used to the faceless that it would like, I don't know, just might do a little bit better because most of the videos that I see that go viral
yeah,
with people and products are including their face.
yeah. I agree. I agree. Just
So,
like generality, right? Like if you see a viral video, it's more than likely going to be someone kind of showing it off with
yeah.
with themselves in it. Okay.
But at the end of the day, I feel like the faceless thing is kind of like might be like why I popped off
Yeah,
too because
definitely.
it's just different and
Yeah.
you know
Yeah, for me, what's important, what you said, it's like I'm testing something. I'm seeing if it works for me. I see it work for other people. Let me test it, right?
for sure.
People too far, like they're too much. They kind of do what works for them and just stay in that lane. But if you're not going outside and seeing if it works for you, you'll never know. So that's what I
Yeah.
take away from that. I appreciate it. Cool. Last question here. What are you most excited about right now, either personally or professionally? What gets you up and kind of excited?
Yeah, just being able to create, like
Yeah.
I love music and I
Yep.
love content and just being able to like record, use my voice, edit videos,
Nice.
it all works and it's just I love doing it. I really do. So it's easy to pump out a bunch of videos and
Nice.
yeah, it makes me happy. So
You're already doing it. You're already doing it what makes you
yeah.
happy. I love it. All right, Kyle. But yeah, that concludes it for today's episode. Kyle 423 Kid K. You'll see him on TikTok. His handle and his links will be in the show notes below. Kyle, thank you so much for your time today. Congratulations on all the success. And I know some people out who are listening are gonna, eat it up and take it what works for them. So appreciate for your time today, Kyle.
Hey, I appreciate you inviting me.
You got it, dude.
Thank
All right. All right, everyone. We will catch you next time. Thanks for joining in.